Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today we have Miss Amena on the line, and Amena just had her first day at a strip club 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Okay, so tell us, what happened? How did you feel? What was the process for you? Like, go into all the details that you care to go into.
Okay. Well, the strip club opened at 11:30, and I called ahead, and they said auditions were anywhere from 11:30 to 2, just come in wherever. So I come in about 12 o'clock, and the DJ comes up to me, and he's like, the manager's not here right now, but you can wait a second, because he'll be back. So this white man walks in. He looks like a manager, but I wasn't sure, so I just kind of sat around, and he finally got to me. He's like, I'm so sorry, I'm just getting to you, blah, blah. And he's like, so what would you like to do? And I was like, I want to dance. And he was like, you don't have to audition. He was like, you're very beautiful. I was so taken back by it. He was like, you have a nice shape. You can start whenever you want. But in Georgia or Sandy Springs, you have to have a license. So he gave me the information I needed to go to the police station to get my license. And from there, I was hired. I didn't have to do any dances or go on the pole. It was just
I've got goosebumps all over. That's so exciting to hear.
That was like a huge stress reliever right there.
Yes. That's so awesome. What a great way to start. Oh, I'm so happy for you. So, okay.
And he was very welcoming. I like that.
Good. So he was nice. He was friendly.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Did you get to talk to anybody else that first day, or did you just go ahead and go straight to the sheriff's office or whatever?
Straight to the sheriff's office.
Good for you. Good for you.
Only $50. Yeah.
Cool.
It was only $50, and while I was there, another girl just so happened to be getting her license for the same club also.
Whoa.
So I talked to her a little bit. So yeah, that was nice. But I wasn't the only new.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and she was like, I think we work at the same club, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
So what happened then? Did you go back to the club, or was that the following day, or?
No, I went straight back to the club after that. That was like a whole 2-hour process.
So it took a while.
Took a little while. But I went back to the club.
What did you need? You needed paperwork? What else did you need?
Oh, all I needed was my ID, and that was it. I brought my social security card, but I didn't need it at all.
So, and that's in Georgia, right?
In Georgia,
Okay, all right, cool. So he said the entire state of Georgia was like that you needed to go in and you needed to get a license.
Yeah.
Okay.
But different areas, like I think Atlanta, it costs $350.
Whoa.
But Sandy Springs, that's so high. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But Sandy Springs costs only $50 for your license. So yeah.
Do you know if you can take that license from Sandy Springs into Georgia? Any idea?
You cannot. The license is only per club.
The government, man. Per club? Oh, it's per club. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, wow, $350 for Atlanta. That's wild. I think they do the same thing in San Diego, actually. I'm pretty sure because they want to discourage either they actually want to discourage girls to not do that, because supposedly it's like, I don't know what the word is. I don't think it has anything to do with religion. I just think the people in politics there like frown upon it. They say they frown upon it. Those motherfuckers are probably in the club at night too.
I'm in there every day.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay, so you go back in. How are you feeling? Were you excited?
I was very excited. I go back to the club, and right as I pull up, I see the manager. He gets in his car and takes off. So I'm like, oh man. So
okay.
I end up just exploring the area a little bit. It's a nice area. I went to the mall for a second, for about an hour, and then I came back and the manager was there. When I got in, it was way more busy, but talked to the manager, and he made me feel so comfortable. He brought me to the back room, and he was explaining how the house keys work, the little rules, and he was giving me advice. He was like, you're 20 years old, you're young, so don't get into like pimping and drugs and all this stuff, because you don't need to give the best years of your life away, Wow,
good for him.
And he was he was teaching me how to stay safe, and if I ever feel uncomfortable, just wave him or anybody, and he'll get them immediately. Like, I just felt really comfortable there.
He sounds like he sounds like a safe haven. Honestly, if I were you, I would definitely I would keep that relationship up for sure, because he sounds like a really good guy. I've worked at a lot of clubs with shady, not just shady, but rude, like guys that are just arrogant and, you know, whatever. Yeah. So he sounds really sweet. He sounds really sweet.
Yeah, I feel like I got lucky,
Yeah, that's awesome. Luck is on your side. I love it.
He was trying to teach me how to hustle a little bit. I was like, you're great. He was like, don't be scared to go up to people. He said, you're new, so you're going to make money regardless.
Yeah.
He said, everybody loves new girls. Yeah. And he introduced me to these two girls. He's like, they've been here for years. They're not going to fuck you over. You're going to be good. So that was really nice. And they were nice. They told me a few things, so yeah, that's how I kind of got into the groove, and he let me out on my own after that.
So the process of him explaining how things worked and whatever, was it short, long? How did it go?
It was about 15 or 20 minutes, and he let me ask any questions I wanted to. He explained it. Tip out, it depends on what time of the day you come, so tip out ranges from $5 to $65.
Okay.
Depending on what time you get there.
Any time from open to close, or is that just day shift? Okay, open to close. Okay, 5 to 65. You said that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If you come in after 10, it's 65.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you went in. You went into audition at what time?
At about 12 p.m.
So you went in around noon, and then you came back.
So by the time I started, it was like about right at 5 o'clock.
Was your tip out for the first day free?
It was $5. It's $5 for your first 3 days you come.
Oh, that's nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, we don't have a set schedule. You can leave 5 minutes after you come. You can
Girl,
it's up to you.
That's a miracle in some clubs, because some of them they'll tell you to stay. In a lot of cases, you can tip out and get out, and in a lot of cases, if you get to know the manager and they like you, then you can also leave early. But some of them want you to stay, so he's doing it right. I can tell you right now, he's doing it right. He knows something that most club owners don't know, or managers or whatever don't know. So
yeah, he seemed about 20. I didn't ask his age. He seemed about 25 to 30. Okay. So young enough. Yeah, he was
cool. Don't get caught up in dating your managers. I'm just going to throw it out there. No. That can throw you through a loop. It really can. It can get you in trouble. It can get you some perks at first, but it sounds like you don't even need any. Your tip out's $5 if you come in early.
Yeah.
And, like, that's, you can leave anytime you want. It doesn't even seem like you need to have benefits here. So that's awesome. All right, so what happened next?
He introduced me to the two girls, and after that, he was gone. He was like, if you need me, come get me.
Okay.
I'm just talking to the two girls, and they're explaining to me how stage works. The DJ will call you up there.
What did you think of the DJ?
He was really nice. He was the first person I talked to when I tried to come in.
Okay.
So he was really nice. He already got to know me a little bit from that early. So, and I liked the music he played. It was more R&B.
Okay, good. Did you like the way he talked and stuff? Does he sound like a classical DJ? Like,
Yeah, sound like a classical DJ.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So, what was your first experience on stage like?
No, actually, I did not go on stage. I'll tell you that later.
Okay.
I was talking to the girls, blah, blah, and she was explaining to me how it works, blah, blah, and then I'm just sitting there because I'm trying to scope the place out, see what other girls are doing. And then the manager comes up to me, like 30 minutes have passed by this point, and he's like, you're very pretty, but you're just sitting there. He's like, you look mean, like unapproachable.
Good for
He was like,
him.
that's why he's like, that's why nobody's really coming up to you. And I was like, okay, I just need to relax, get out of my comfort zone, and go talk to somebody. So I finally talked to this guy.
How did you feel? What did you do? Like, did you look at him and you're like, you knew he was the one you wanted to go talk to? Or did you scan and see if someone was looking for you? Or were you just kind of winging it?
No, honestly, I just winged it. I went up to the first guy I saw, he looked alone.
Okay, good, okay.
I just made like little conversation. Hi, how are you? Blah, blah. But we talked for maybe 5 minutes, and he said he didn't really want to dance, so cool, whatever. And then the friend that I was talking to earlier, she's like, hey, this guy, my friend wants to talk to you. So I'm like, okay. I go over there, and this guy, he immediately wants a lap dance. So
awesome.
That was easy.
Awesome.
And it's a full nude club, so we can get nude on the floor, on stage, anything.
Okay. How did you feel about that? Were you comfortable? Were you okay?
Yeah, we had like a little conversation, but he was like, I can tell you're new, blah, blah. He's like, I'm not going to do anything that makes you uncomfortable. If it goes too far, just stop me. You're good. This and that. So I was really comfortable with him.
Good.
And I did 2 dances, and he gave me $20. And he's like, so I want to be your first VIP room. Like, I haven't said anything about VIP stuff. He's like, I want to be your first. He's like, how much do you charge? And we can charge however much you want, but the base is $125.
Okay.
So I say $150.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, no problem. So, yeah, we get the waitress, and I guess she tells the DJ that I'm going to go in the VIP room so he doesn't call me back up.
Okay.
So we get the room, and the guy's like, I want to see you dance. Like, you don't have to get naked. You can do whatever. Like, he was just really cool.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like, so I feel like I got a great first experience with that.
That's awesome.
So I'm dancing. Yeah, I'm dancing for about 15 minutes. So I do get nude. And he was just loving it. I felt so sexy. It was great.
He what?
He was just loving it. I felt so sexy doing it, like dancing.
Good.
He didn't try to touch me. Like, it's just great.
Oh my God,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah, so when the 15 minutes is up, he gives me the $150, and then he's like, here's an $80 tip.
Oh, yes!
I was like, what in the world? I was like, are you for real?
Oh my God, I love it.
But he was like, I'm only here 3 days a week, but I do want to see you more, this and that. And he left after that. Yeah.
Only, that's amazing.
I was like, wow. So in my head, I'm like, that was super easy. Like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even have to do much.
How much do you have to tip the, okay, so when you go back into the champagne room, do they take a cut of that?
No, they don't.
What?
It's all you. I think this club is awesome.
Girl, I'm going to come work at your club.
Yeah.
So you made, what is that, 150, 230,
yeah,
200, what, $290 almost?
Yes.
In about 20 minutes?
Yeah, for doing that much at all.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I find the girl who introduced me to the guy, and I gave her like $10 tip just to say thanks, you know.
Good for you.
And, yeah.
Good plan. Very good plan.
She appreciated that a lot. So
yeah.
I was like
good plan. I don't know if you came up with that on your own, if you heard of it somewhere, if maybe one of the employees told you should do that, but
I think maybe one of your videos, I heard somewhere like
that would
money's
be awesome.
A nice way to show your appreciation.
It's true, and people always remember that. They always remember it. So hooking up people, man, that's made me a lot of money. Every single time a waitress has ever hooked me up, like if a waitress comes up to you and tells you that guy's got money, like even if it's not an introduction, but she says that guy's got money, and you go over there and you get lots of dances, hook her up. You know, always hook the people up that hook you up, because they will want to keep hooking you up. It's shocking. It's shocking how many girls don't do that. So it's not hard to become the girl the employees want to go to be like, hey, go talk to that person. Plus, it makes you a genuinely nice person. So why wouldn't they want to suggest other people to you? Because they want to keep the customers happy and stuff. So very, very cool. That's very, very cool. Do you remember his name?
No, I tried to today.
Okay.
I can't remember for the last.
Super, super, super important. That's so important. Next time you go in, I'm sure the other girls know his name. Next time you go in, ask his name, because you want to remember this guy. You want to remember him, especially especially if he comes in 3 times a week. Like, that is awesome. Something that I'm just going to throw out there that might be an easy way, this is how I would keep track of customers that spent good money on you, is download Evernote on your phone. It's like a journaling app, and I'm not going to go into too many details about it, but you can just keep a huge list of names and descriptions of these people, and what day you met them, and little details about them, like he's got a dog named Sparky, or whatever. So the next time he comes in, you can pull out your phone while you're not don't approach him yet. Pull out your phone real quick and look up and read your notes on him and be like, okay, ask about Sparky.
That's smart,
yeah. So and then you got some details on him, so then he can be like, wow, she really remembers me, because they will not expect you to remember them, because I will tell you what, Amena, they kind of start to blur together after a while. Like, it's kind of like they're just kind of like a blur. I've gone up to one guy, unfortunately I've done this a couple times. I've gone up to a customer like late in the night and gone up to him and put my arms around his neck and started to go through my spiel, and he looks at me and goes, are you serious? Like, we just danced. And I'm like, oh, shit. Whoops. So, yeah. It's important to remember names. It's really important. But it's almost impossible. So writing it down is definitely, it's a good way to go. Okay, so at this point, it's like about maybe 6 o'clock-ish or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so what happened?
So after that, I just felt like a new girl. Like, I have all this money.
Yes. Yes.
I just felt so new.
Yes.
And I felt so confident. I was like, okay, I can really do this. I'm doing this now. Like, I got it.
And tell me how you felt before. Before you went in, you were nervous? You were like...
Yeah, I was very nervous. I'm not shy, but I was kind of just reserved.
Right.
I was trying to figure out what the other girls are doing and if I should do this. But after that, I'm like, okay, I got this. Like,
yes.
Whether I do something wrong or right, I got it.
Exactly. Whether you do something wrong or right, absolutely. Because everything is fixable. And if you lose one customer, there's always going to be another. So so you're always going to be good no matter what. Wow. This is so exciting for me. This is exciting for me. I can't imagine how it was for you. So you were, okay, in real life, in everyday, like, normal life, before you went in, would you say you were a self-conscious person by any means, or not?
Yes.
I'd love to hear that right now. I do. Because so many girls don't want to start because they're self-conscious and afraid.
I will say this, the club that I'm at now, there's all types of girls with skinny, white, black, Mexican, implant, stature, like everything. Younger, older, scars, everything. Everything.
That's one of the funniest things I hear people say is, oh, well, I have this tiny little thing that they think is an imperfection. And I'm like, you are good. Like, it's okay.
Sometimes the guys like your, quote, imperfection. So
yes.
You gotta own it.
You gotta own it. Yes, you gotta own it. That's awesome. Okay, so you're feeling new, you're feeling fresh, you got like $300 in the time span of an hour. Good job.
So I have this money in my hand, and I'm like, what do I do with this money? I didn't know where to put it back in the locker, or if I should just hold it, because I have on, like, the pleaser type shoes. They're not boots, so I can't, like, stuff my money in there like other girls. So I'm like, So this girl showed me this rubber band trick where you put it on your arm.
Yeah, good.
So I learned how to do that. Yeah.
Good. Are you going to get a garter?
Yeah, I'm going to get one.
Okay. Sometimes, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't be suggesting this, but a little purse that goes under your arm is also nice sometimes too. I feel like, and all of this depends on the girl. Some people, like, I talked to my sister about this. I told my sister that I didn't like to wear garters because I didn't exactly like to remind guys, I'm here to make money, right? I didn't exactly want to remind them. And she goes, I do. So she had a totally opposing viewpoint on me. So don't, take that for whatever you want. So garter or purse, whatever, just whichever one feels better to you. But but if you do get a purse, always keep it on your arm unless you're doing a dance. Don't ever set that thing down. So maybe I shouldn't have even told you that. Maybe you should just do a garter because the money's always on your leg no matter what. So. So, all right, so you got your $300 on your arm. You're feeling fresh.
And so I see this Mexican guy. He walks in, and he sits straight down. So I'm like, I just stand there for about 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to give him his space, see what he wants. And then I go over and talk to him. I'm like, hi, how are you? My stage name is Nisha. So I'm like, I'm Nisha, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you're new here. Like, I haven't seen you before. So I guess he comes here a lot.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, why don't you sit down with me? So I'm like, cool. So we start talking, and it's like immediately we click. We just talking about his businesses. He's a really cool guy. And he's like, are you hungry? Do you want some food? And I'm like, sure. So he orders me wings. He orders me some wings and some rice, and that takes about 20 minutes to come. And he orders some drinks. And I drink a little bit, but not that much.
Okay.
And within this time span, he asked for a lap dance.
Yes.
So, so that was like $20 I made.
Got a free meal, you got drinks, and you got $20. That's awesome.
While we were eating, he was like, I really want to see you go on stage. He's like, I'm going to take care of you. And I'm like, okay, I want to go on stage too, because it's about time, I think, for me to go anyway.
Okay.
So we're waiting, just talking, eating. And I see other girls like that keep going back up there. And I'm like, maybe my name's left out. So I go to the DJ and I remind him, like, I'm out the VIP room, blah, blah. He's like, okay, I got you. Wait a little bit. My name's still not called. So I'm like, I don't think I'm going on stage. So
okay.
He's like, it's fine. I'll just buy one more dance for you, then I'm going to leave. And I'm like, cool. So dance for another song. And he just hands me all the ones in his wallet. It's about $60. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, thank you so much. He's like, I want to see you again. I'll be back tomorrow. Like, have a nice day. He was just...
So now you're at 400 and you're 2 hours in, and you haven't done much work at all.
Not at all. I haven't even been on stage yet.
Oh my God, I love it.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, I got the feel of the club. Like, I kind of know what to do. So I'm ready to go home.
Okay, yeah, I understand the feeling. Yeah. You don't want to burn yourself out, you know? It can feel like a lot. So, okay, all right, so cool. So you're like, I want to go home.
Yeah. So I go to the manager. They switched over, so it's this female manager, but she was just as nice. And she was like, okay, I see you already paid your tip out. You're good to go. But when we get to leave, we have to have the house mom sign our little slip and the DJ sign our slip. Yeah. And then the DJ walks us out to our car.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, after that, I was good. I was like, I'm rich.
I'm rich. So you left right after that?
Yeah, I left right after that. I was like, okay, I think I'm good for today.
I'm unbelievably impressed with this story.
Yes.
I'm unbelievably happy for you with this story. So that was on Wednesday?
That was on Wednesday, and I haven't been back yet.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go tonight, but...
Okay. Girl, do it! You're on a roll!
Yes.
That's amazing that you can go in and leave whenever you want. That's really, really, really cool.
Yeah. And I was also surprised by the girls. For the most part, they were nice, and some girls were, like, giving me advice and what to look out for. But a majority of them just stayed to themselves.
Yeah.
And I saw maybe 2 of them were like stealing other people's customers and stuff like that, but it wasn't really an issue that I saw. It was nice.
Yeah. It's something I think about even when I do my videos is you got your own personality, right? So when people are giving you advice, do what works for you, right? Like maybe try it and see how it goes, but that might not be your thing, right? So, you know, anybody that gives you advice, like take it in and hear it, but don't think that's the way it needs to go. Like when you said you first got there and you were looking around to see what the other girls were doing, girl, you've got your own personality. You're going to have your own swag. You're going to have your own way of doing things. So,
and, the 2 guys that I did talk to, I was kind of asking them, like, what they like to see from the girls, blah, blah. And a lot of them, or both of them, they were like, I just saw you had this really nice smile, like, from afar. He's like, so that drew me in. And he's like, I like when girls are into it and happy about it. Because he's like, some girls go up there, they look mad, and it's a turn off.
Right.
I kind of took advice from that, yeah.
Did you ask them about that, or did they just tell you?
I asked them, so, like, what do you like to see? Like, what?
Good for you.
In a cute way.
Good for you. Very good for you. Something I used to do all the time was quiz my customers. Like, after we were done dancing, I would ask them, like, there's, like, 25 girls here. Like, why did you say yes to me? And it's interesting to get their responses. But something I want to point out about what you said about smiling, it's so important because you don't sound like the type that has resting bitch face by any means. But most people kind of do. So even if you go up on stage and you're like, you're not angry, but you're not smiling, a lot of times people will think like, oh, she looks like she's angry. I mean, I was straight up, one of the girls that I worked with when I was in Tampa straight up told me that I had bitch face, and I said, ouch. And then a girl, Valentina, the girl that I've done some of these shows with, she goes, you don't have resting bitch face. She goes, you just look really serious all the time. I was like, aw, thanks, love. Okay, so very important. Are you going to save some of the money you made? Please tell me yes.
Yes.
Yes. Something that her and I talked about is we truly think a good idea, and Amena, you have no idea. You have no idea how much I mean this. There's no way I don't think you could possibly understand how serious and important this is going to be later on in your life. Trust me. Because later on in your life is going to come. And what you're doing with your money right now really, really, really matters. Because at some point there will come a day that you're going to be like, I want to do something else. I want to do something new. And if you have the money to go do this something new, the rest of your life is going to change. And if you don't have the money to do it, you're going to be stuck until you decide to, until you either find an investor or get married to a rich guy or something, something like that. So something that her and I suggested that we both wish we did, and when I go back to work, I'm going to start doing it, is save $100 from every single one of your shifts. $100 flat. Don't deal with percentages because that's too confusing. Like, just save $100 flat every single time. You will accumulate so much money so fast, and it'll always be there. So let's say you get sick or something just bad happens or whatever. Do not get rid of that money, no matter how much you might want to, no matter what comes up, no matter who of your friends are asking for money or if family's asking for money. This is your fund to save your future. It's so important. It's so important. So please save $100 of it. Another girl.
Yes, I have a little story. Huh?
Oh, please go on.
Well, yesterday, me and my friend went back to the club, just like as customers. I kind of wanted to get a different perspective.
Yeah.
Like what I would like to see. So we went there, and we looked like a couple. So we sit down, and the girls didn't really want to approach us, I guess, because we looked like a couple. But the one that finally did, she just sat down and started talking, and she was explaining, like, she wanted to dance, blah, blah, blah. So we got to dance for her, and after, I was telling her that I just started. And she was like, girl, I'm 28. And she's like, I've made so much money over the years, but honestly, I don't have anything to show for it. She's like, this can be so addicting because you can get the money the next day, but she's like, if you don't save, like, you just don't really have anything,
It's so true.
She got her real estate license, something like that, but something happened where she couldn't do it anymore. She's like, so now I'm back stripping. She said, had I saved the money, I could have done something else,
Right.
She said it's all about the choices you make and how you handle your money.
It is.
So that was really good advice.
That's great advice. And it's the little choices. It's the ones that you don't think matter. It's the ones that seem so little at the time, especially if you just made $400 yesterday. And you're like, oh, well, I'm going to go shopping, and then you buy a bunch of stuff you just don't need. But you don't really care because you just made a lot of money yesterday. Something that you have to remember is normal people don't make money like this. And I guarantee you, as time goes by, you will forget that. You will just, it'll just be normal. That will just be normal everyday life to you to go in and make that much money. And when you don't make that much money, you're going to be like, what happened? So, so it's so important to really remember how much of an opportunity you have right now. And for really, I would say really you could do this for probably another 10 years before you're like, I do not want to do this anymore. And you'll probably hit that at the 5 or 6 year mark. You'll probably start to be like, I should probably start deciding what else to do. So the fact that you're learning about this kind of stuff now, that you've already got the advice to save your money. Nobody told me this. Like, nobody told me.
She was like, if I was 20 years old again, I would do everything differently.
Yeah. I know how she feels. So do you have any advice for girls that are on the fence about this or that are nervous or?
I say just go. Because once you're in the club, if you, like, just go to audition. Because once you're there, you're there. There's no turning back. So
right.
Just go.
Just go. I think that is great advice.
Then you can decide if you don't like it, but instead of thinking, what if? Like, 'cause if you don't try, you'll never know.
Yeah. The same goes with business, like regular business. Like, I know a lot of people that want to start their own company, that want to do X, Y, and Z, like, with their life. But they're nervous to give it a try. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. So they keep holding off waiting, and they keep this idea in their head for years. Oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. But they keep putting it off because they have everyday life that takes their attention and stuff like that. And then finally, when they decide to start doing it, they don't even like it. So it's like, if you had tried this 3 years ago, you would know that wasn't the route you wanted to go, and you would be on the path to something new. But now you've got to start thinking of a new path, you know, and all this time has passed. So yeah, I 100% agree with you. Just to the ones that are on the fence, just go and don't blow it up in your head. This lovely lady on the phone didn't even audition.
I had whole scenarios in my head that did not happen.
You had whole scenarios in your head that what?
That didn't happen. I was so nervous. I'm like, this is going to happen, and I'm going to look stupid. And but no, none of that happened.
There's a quote by somebody, I can't remember who it is right now, but he says, he's had many a trouble in his life, most which never happened. Like, they were all in his head. He made up all this stuff, and it never happened. And that's the same with dancing, too.
Also, when you talk about speaking things into existence.
Law of attraction.
Yeah, law of attraction. I did that all that morning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get hired. I said, no matter what, I'm going to get hired. Happened so easily. Then I said, okay, tonight I want to make at least $200. I'm not going to leave it till it happens. And like, bam, the first 2 hours, about $400.
In the first 20 minutes, you made $200.
Yeah, 20 minutes,
That's amazing.
So you just gotta, like, really believe, like, in what you want.
I love it. You just said that so much. Oh, I'm so glad you wanted to tell me about this.
I was excited.
Yeah, I could tell by the little hearts in your text. I was like, something good happened. I was like, yes. I was so tired, though. I had like 2 hours of sleep, so I was like, if I call her right now, I'm going to be like a zombie trying to listen. Although as soon as you started talking, I probably would have been like, I probably would have perked right up and been like, oh my God. So
I told you I was going to audition Monday. But then I went Wednesday because I was just so nervous. I was like, okay, no, I'll go tomorrow. But then I'm like, if I keep saying tomorrow, I'm never going to go. So I finally went, and I'm glad I did.
So what was it, do you think, that pushed you to go in? Like, was it just that thought? Like, if I keep saying I'm going to go tomorrow, like, I'm never going to go.
Yeah, it was just that thought. I know how I am. So I'm like, if I don't go in now, and if I keep, like, saying bad things are going to happen, this and that, like, then I'm going to talk myself out of it. And it's something that I want to do, and I don't want to talk myself out of it. So I'm like, if I'm going to go, and whatever happens, happens.
Right.
And it works out for the best.
Why is this something that you decided that you wanted to do? And, like, where did the idea come from?
It came from mainly me not wanting to work where I worked before, which was this plastic factory, 12-hour shifts, breathing in plastic all day, coming home itchy. It was awful.
How much were you making an hour?
Like $9.50, which is not worth it.
$9.50. So an 8-hour shift gets you, I don't even know, like $80, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Taxes,
and in this case, you made $400 in 2 hours and just went home just because you wanted to.
Mhm.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And then I also like the fast money, like.
It is fast money, girl.
I don't know. Yeah.
It is fast money.
And making my own schedule.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't feel like going in that day, I don't have to.
Yeah. It's ultimate freedom. This is part of the reason why I started this channel, is because more girls need to know. They just need to know. Like, this is the way to set yourself free. It just is. It's freedom. There's no other way to say it other than it's freedom. And it will build your self-confidence like nothing else.
Oh my gosh, that is so, I forgot all about that. Like, before I was insecure, I'm like, okay, I don't look like these girls, blah, blah. But then I've never felt more confident in my life, because I'm like, all these girls are beautiful, and so am I.
And so am I, yes. Yes, that is exactly the way to look at it. Because, I mean, when you go in, if you look around and you think all this, you know, oh, they're so pretty, like, how could I compete with them or whatever, you will realize very quickly some people will treat you like a supermodel. I mean, everyone has their own look, and everyone likes something different.
Yeah.
And you can find...
Like the Mexican guy that I was sitting with, he was like, it's Atlanta, and he's like, I know a lot of black and Mexican guys like, you know, big girls, like thicker girls. But he was like, honestly, I like skinny black girls.
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect for me.
Well, good. And he basically handed you $100, $60 in ones, and then $20 or $40 in dances. So he did give you $100 plus a meal and drinks, and you didn't have to go do anything else. How's the food there? Is it good?
They don't sell food. He had ordered it from a place down the street.
Okay. I worked in a place in Miami that was like that. You could order food from out of there and have them come in. So cool. Yeah, self-confidence. I've never talked to a girl that has been like, I'm more self-conscious now than I was before. That's just, it doesn't happen. Because you realize men don't act in real life like they do in strip clubs. They will very openly show you how much they like you in a strip club, but they won't do that in real life.
Yes.
So all of a sudden you go from, you know, not realizing how much men really like you to, shit, this guy just gave me $300 for 15 minutes of my time. Like, what? And girls don't know this. They don't understand it. And they have all these issues in their heads about themselves, and it's like, you don't understand. Like, you need to go try this. You need to go try this to realize that it's in your head and you are an amazing human being. Like, and even if you feel like you're dull and you're whatever, like, everybody's got their own story and everyone can act. You know, sometimes
exactly.
Yeah. So if you get bored telling people your story, make one up. You know, just turn on Miss Actress and become a whole new character and just start, you know, you can do whatever you want in there, which is fun. It can be fun. Wow, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for going in. That's very commendable. I don't even know the definition of that. I'm very, it sounds like the right place to put that word. But that's awesome, especially the fact that you were really nervous and you put it off a couple days. That is something else I want to point out is putting things off. It'll help build things in your mind to make it scarier instead of just going. When you just go, it's like you don't have time really to think about all the negative stuff. And exactly what you did, saying over and over and over, like, or I would imagine you said this, or at least you thought it once and you just fully believed it. You're gonna get hired, no problem, and you're gonna make at least $200. And then you didn't even have to audition, and you made $200 in your first, you made $300 about in your first hour of being there. That's a really great story.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for letting me record it. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how many girls I think that this is going to be like. They're going to be like, I'm going in tomorrow. Yes. Really, I really think that this is going to help a lot of people. Yeah. So you're officially the next episode. just so you know. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Yay. So very cool. Well, thank you so much for telling me all this. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy for you. Save your money. And that's going to be a topic that's going to be in the future, is what to do with it. You know, like, I don't have the answers right now, but I'm sure that I can find ideas of things that can be done with it instead of just keeping it in cash, because that's the one that's kind of hard not to spend if you just got it in cash. But then you don't necessarily want to put it in the bank, because you don't really want the bank to, I mean, I don't want the bank to know everything about me, so probably shouldn't be saying that on the internet, but all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the phone with you so that I can edit this video, keep it nice and concise, and put it online.
Okay, great.
You're awesome. Thank you so much again for this. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited. Like, keep using your mind. Keep using your mind to know what you want. Set a number. Know what you want. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks again.